is In Demand, Scotland's biggest evening show.
Let's hear it.
This is In Demand. I'm Romeo, and friend of the show, Olly Murs, is with us tonight. How are you, sir?
Romeo!
Good to see you again.
I'm great, thanks, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not bad.
How many times, can I be honest with you, I've always wanted to ask this. Now, maybe I've already asked this.
Yeah.
How many times you get Romeo done?
That's probably about the 400,000th time, maybe. That's
Do you ever
happened.
play the song on the show? Just
No.
like one of Romeo's songs?
No, we don't know. He's not even dropped in for an interview. He's not in with the woodwork like you.
I just can't. I just don't know. Maybe I've always wanted to say. Maybe I have at some point. I can't quite remember. But
No,
hey, I've
you
done it
probably
now.
have. Well, it's good to have you back on the
Thanks,
show.
mate.
It's been, I don't know, like a couple of weeks or something, because you're always on the show. But it's good to
But when
chat.
did we last speak? I can't remember. Was it on the tour? We didn't speak on. We didn't speak in Glasgow, did we?
No, I think it might have been.
Might have been last year.
Maybe, perhaps.
We did the Troublemaker, I think, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. But listen, you're not long back from the States, are you?
Yeah, I just got back on Monday last week, so Tuesday. Funny enough, we arrived in the morning. So, but no, it's been great. It's been good. It's been good 5 weeks over there. I think for the first 2 weeks I was like a demon. I think I wanted to get home as quick as possible, but because I just missed home, and I missed. It was a lot busy start of the year. I didn't really have much time to sort of think really. And all of a sudden I'm in the States. But no, it's been great. It's been really positive 5 weeks. The success over there is doing well. I think all the hard work I've put in so far is paying off. 1.2 million on the old Troublemaker, which is good.
Wow. And the album as well is what, number 5 in the iTunes?
Yeah,
chart
it went
as
number
well?
5 in the iTunes chart first week. I mean, it's dropped off a little bit now, which is understandable. Obviously, it's a massive market over there, and that's kind of the one we need to strengthen up is the album sales over there. But I think at the moment it's all about building. I don't expect this album to be a massive success over there, but if we can keep churning out singles, and hopefully the success will come from that.
What do you reckon is the hardest thing about trying to crack the States?
I think it's the size of it and the magnitude. I don't think people realise, even in the UK, even the media, I think, unless you've gone over there and travelled it yourself, how massive it really is. I mean, it isn't an easy thing to crack. I mean, some people, do get instant success, the likes of Adele and the 1D guys. I mean, incredible. Coldplay, you do get that initial massive success. I mean, maybe, and they've probably, and to be fair to them all, they've all worked really hard over there as well. But it's just the massive size of it. There's millions, I think, of radio stations over there. Everywhere you go, there's just one after another. So it really is trying to get everywhere. I mean, it's like, for example, Troublemaker's done so well, but there'll be parts of America that haven't even heard the song, and that's incredible.
What's the reaction like from fans when you go to the radio stations and do all that sort of stuff? Are people waiting outside for you? Is it that
Yeah,
stage
it's the
yet?
same as the UK now. It's
Wow.
not. I mean, UK's a bit bigger, I think. But when I turn up to radio stations, there's fans outside. We did lots of acoustic sessions and met loads of fans, and they've all been brilliant. I mean, really, really nice, and I can't complain. I mean, it's all been fantastic, and all the fans have been really supportive of me, and yeah, just been growing every time I've gone over there. It isn't just the guy from the X Factor or the guy that did the One Direction tour. I'm now sort of making a name for myself as an established artist, and yeah.
So it's been busy with that, and nomination-wise, Ivor Novello nomination went
Incredible.
to you as well.
Well,
Not
I
a
mean,
bad start to first half.
well,
of the
I mean,
year.
to be nominated for two Brit Awards and Ivor Novello, I mean, obviously, didn't win either of them, but the fact that I've been nominated is a great thing for me. Ivor Novello, for example, I mean, it wasn't about. I think it was actually for the nomination for how great the song's done. I mean, I think it's lyrically, there's probably better songs than Dance with Me Tonight, but I think on a how well it's done in the industry wise, it's been massive. It's a great catchy number, and it's been huge. And we've been to the fact it's only just come off radio and it's been out for like 2 years. So it's a great record. It's good fun, and I'm really chuffed with the nomination. It's a great honour for me.
Calvin Harris won at the Ivor Novello's. I think
Yep.
he won the Songwriter Award as well. Last time you were involved with him in an awards capacity was it
the Brits? Yeah.
So maybe the luck there rubbed off or something.
Rubbed off on Calvin. He deserved that. He really did deserve that, because I know he's been around for a long, long time, Calvin, and he's had numerous records and success. And actually, you forget how many good songs he actually had until you go to one of his gigs. Incredible songs that he's wrote and produced on. So it's great, and he deserved that award more than anyone really. So.
Do you reckon? Have you ever discussed it with him about doing work together?
I'd love to. I mean, I met Calvin a couple of times, and I think I've always I don't know what Calvin thought of me before he met me, but it was great to finally meet him and have a conversation with him. And he's a good lad. He's a really nice guy, and I'm hoping that he thinks I'm a nice guy too, which I think he did say actually in an interview. So he's a really nice guy, and I hope to catch up with Calvin eventually soon. And if I could ever do a song with him or work with him, that'd be great.
That'd be pretty awesome. Well, listen, Ollie, stick with us. More to come on In Demand. Here we go, next part. This is In Demand. Olly Murs on the show with us tonight. Ollie, you're going to be back in Scotland in a couple of weeks' time, in fact, with Robbie at Hampden Park.
I know.
25th and 26th of June.
How amazing is that? Hampden Park. I mean, I've been to Glasgow and obviously been to Scotland many times and performed, and I've done everything. The clubs, I've done the theatres, I've done the arenas. So no, to go to a stadium, Hampden Park, that's a pretty big deal for me. So I'm excited about it. Robbie is gonna be a big show, and to be a part of that's it's a massive highlight for me.
You're very much a showman as well, just like Robbie is. Do you get told to kind of that your set, if you like, your stage show's got to be, or you can only go so far with it? Is it restricted?
No, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really seen the stage yet. I don't know what the restrictions are. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be things that Robbie's going to say, please don't do that, please don't do
You're
this.
not going to have any livestock or anything, or animals, or
I don't have any animals on
fireworks,
stage.
or anything like that? No.
But he's a great man, and he's a great person to have around, and I don't think he's that bothered really. I can do what I like really. It's his show. It's going to be huge, and it's just going to be great to be a part of it. And it's going to be anything that you do with Robbie is amazing. He's a great guy. He's so infectious. I mean, it's great to be around him, and the tour is going to be amazing. So anyone that's thinking about coming and hasn't bought a ticket yet, there's still some available. So please come down. It's going to be a great night.
It's a double whammy.
Well, it's a great.
And Robbie.
I think it's a good family show, and I remember seeing the headlines in Scotland. It was quite fun. I mean, lock up your mothers and daughters because Robbie and Ollie are in town or something. And I quite like that headline. So it's going to be a great time.
It's true though.
Yeah, it's true. I suppose it is, but we're looking to have lots of fun. So.
Brilliant, we're looking forward to that, and the single is out. We can get it from the album right now, of course. Dear Darling.
Yes.
Is this going to be the last release before new stuff's out, before new album's out?
No. I think we're going to release another single as well. I'm not. It could change, but I think the success of Dear Darling's been incredible. I never expected to do this well. I mean, not that I think the song's amazing, but when you've released an album, you always get a bit unsure whether it's going to hit high, whether it's going to be a top 10 record. But the fact it's at number, it's in the number 6, I think it is, or it's climbed up to the charts now in the iTunes, and the fact that everyone's loving it, it's a great feeling for me, and I just hope it can maintain it. And if it keeps selling well, then brilliant. But I reckon there'll be another single or two from this album. I think the album for me, if anyone's bought it or anyone that is listening that hasn't bought it, I think it's got some. When you write an album, you want at least 6 or 7 singles that you could, 6 or 7 options for singles. That's what you want. And when I got the album and I knew I had that, it was a great feeling because I knew that I could release the album and I could release any song that I wanted from it. So I'm really, really proud of all the songs. So I'm looking forward to doing some more.
And Extra Factor is this year. Did you decide, right, enough's enough, it's too hectic, or
just music comes first? I think when I took the job 2 years ago, I think I even spoke to them when I got it. It was always a 2-year plan. It was never any more than that. We felt that 2 years on the show would be great. I never expected to have the success that the show's had. I mean, that's probably one of the hardest things for me, was saying goodbye to a show that was so successful. We not 100% said goodbye just yet, but it looks unlikely I'll be going back. I mean, music-wise, it's more important to me. I did the X Factor because I'm a singer. That's what I love to do. It's great that I can do presenting and people like me for doing it. And it's definitely not the end of me doing it. I think the memories and that of it and the YouTube clips are amazing, which I'll continue to watch because I love watching the stuff that we did back. It's brilliant. And hopefully in the future we'll work together again, me and Caroline. We're great friends, great chemistry, and we think we're always going to be friends now for life. So eventually we'll see what happens in the future, but it's going to be a shame.
Maybe a little performance on X Factor then, if there's
well, I hope so.
I
mean, I'd have to bang Simon's door down and say, "Wait, come on, son, put me back on the show." But it'd be nice to perform. I would definitely be down there at the show, I'm sure. But it'd be nice to go down there this year without having the feeling of having to work there every day. It'd be nice to go down there and just turn up and say hello to people that I've got on so well, all the camera crew. I've been part of the show since I did it really in 2009. I've never left, so it's going to be nice this year to have a little bit of a break from it, and I'm sure I'll be in and around it again next year.
Do you think you'd be even more nervous being in front of Sharon Osbourne if you get on that stage and you're
I think so. Sharon's got a very opinionated person, but she's lovely. I met her a few times in and around this industry, and she's always been very lovely and charming. And you know, she's going to be feisty. She's going to be good on the panel. I'm going to miss Talisa because you know, I got on really well with her on a personal level, and also working with her as well. She was great fun. So it's going to be a shame to say goodbye to her, but I think this X Factor this year can only get bigger and better. And I think bringing someone like Sharon back with Louis as well, and Gary and Nicole, it's a real fun, exciting lineup, I think.
Excellent. Well, looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll see you back there pretty soon. And the single as well. Best of luck with this. But it's been a massive 6 months so far. We'll see you in Scotland in a couple of weeks.
Can I introduce the single? Would you let me do that?
Yeah, okay. Why don't you? Yeah, on you go.
Romeo, and this is Romeo on Demand. I'm Olly Murs, and this is my brand new single. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is Dear Darling.